Matsumoto's.
No. You don't want to go in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they poop in there.
So I can't go, or I'm advised not to go.
They may also just like rip your face off or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Nomadic Japan podcast. I can't believe I got it on the first try that time. Sorry. I'm just very excited. I'm super excited. This is like the fourth podcast.
Oh, we are going to talk about what might be our favorite prefecture today.
Oh yeah. Easily. We're talking about Nagano. Nagano is it's just such a great place, and I think people give it a pass because it just they kind of write it off as, okay, it's just, it's mountains, it's skiing, it's apples, whatever. Yeah. But there's just so much to it. So I'm ready to dig in.
Yeah,
really get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of agriculture there, a lot of farming.
Yeah.
You see apples everywhere. Like, I think their mascot's an apple.
Oh man, I should have brought it down. Yeah, I have it on up here right now. Yeah.
So like apples, vegetables, soba, all that stuff. Good sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that it's very mountainous, and then it also has like good valleys of flat in between, which is where all the cities are located.
Right.
So anywhere you go, you're just like you're in a big city, you can see mountains in the background.
Yeah.
But it's flat and it's nice, and I love that. That makes it so cool.
It's so cool, and when you go in the winter, everything's snow capped and
Yeah. And the air at any given time of the year is so clean.
It really is.
I don't realize how bad the air is in Tokyo and stuff until I go there and I get out of the car and I'm like,
I know,
this is like real air.
It's like revitalized. You're not breathing in all of the pollutants.
I'm not coughing every minute. Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
So I think probably both of our favorite cities in Nagano is Matsumoto.
Oh yeah.
So I think you usually drive there. I go by train. It's like 2 hours about from Shinjuku Station.
Yeah, and from here, maybe 3.5, 4, depending on stops. We have by car. Yeah.
But it's just such a beautiful, like, just town there's a lot of like preserved old architecture. The castle.
There's very few original castles left in Japan, but Matsumoto Castle is still one of them. So it's pretty cool.
And you can go inside of there also and like go up and then take
it's so steep though.
I know. I don't know how the
like in samurai armor.
Samurai and
it's almost vertical, guys. Like you have to climb. You're climbing up. It's like a ladder, but the stairs.
It's basically a ladder. Yeah, the stairs are like this. Right, and you're just like climbing up. To go down, I have to go down like I'm on a ship.
Yeah, it's and you have to take your shoes off, obviously, right? So we're all in socks.
Yeah.
And it's like super smooth. Those stairs have been walked for generations. Yeah. So you're trying not to slip. I saw some dude slip and fall.
You're trying not to slip
hard, but
you're trying not to hit your head on every single beam in that castle.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm a little shorter, so it's not too bad, but
yeah.
No, but I know what you mean. Yeah, you have to watch your head. There are places in Japan I have to watch my head too.
Oh yeah, all the time. But yeah, it's just such a cool city. Like when you go visit there, what do you usually end up?
So a key thing for a city for me is how close there are michinoekis, or road stations. Because when I travel with my wife, my dogs, or for a stream, I usually sleep in my car in those with the 24-hour restrooms and shops and all that stuff. So it has 2 or 3 that are just within like 15-20 minute drive from the city.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's, you can go and have dinner and hit a hot spring. There's a nice hot spring too that's open till late in the city.
Oh, there's
there's tons. There's like a really
Nagano
easy one.
Some of the greatest hot springs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There is a yakitori place. That I recommended to you, and I guess you went and tried it.
Been there a few times. I've been there a few times. Yeah, that place is awesome.
I'll throw a little bit up here. This guy, but he worked at. We talked about Akiyoshi last podcast, and he worked there for something like 20 or 30 years, and he made his own shop.
Oh, so. I didn't know that. He worked at Akiyoshi.
Yeah, he worked at Akiyoshi, and then that's why some of his menu feels a little bit similar. But he locally sources everything. So in his menu, it's like if you get a yaki onigiri or a rice ball that they grill, which is another underrated food I feel in Japan.
Yeah.
That you definitely have to order if you visit. It's got this dude this farmer holding rice. It's like a friend of his, and all the rice they use in the shop comes from him in Nagano, and the chicken is like in Nagano, and like everything that this guy takes so much pride in what he does, and those places are dying.
Yeah,
sadly.
It's kind of unfortunate.
Just with Torikizoko, as much as I love it, Toriki, it's taking the place of places like that because they can afford to handle the inflation and lots of stuff. I could go into a whole episode about that, but he's still there, and Nagano's a place you can find a lot of those shops still.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
Good sushi too, oddly enough.
That it's kind of surprising because
Really
it is kind of surprising because like Nagano is one of the few prefectures that's completely landlocked.
Yeah, like Saitama. But its proximity of being in between the Sea of Japan and the Pacific Ocean makes it was good for salt trade, and also like kind of gives them the best of both worlds. You can get things from Toyama like white shrimp and nodoguro. You can get like stuff from like tuna and things from like the other side. So it is kind of nice. I think like you're not close to either side, but you're in between. You've got good access to both. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Matsumoto's great. I mean, usually when I'm staying there, it's like a chain of dormy inns. There's one called like Onyado Nono.
Oh, dormy inns, they often have a hot spring in them.
They're like famous for all of them have a hot spring.
Oh, okay.
That's like the thing.
I've never stayed in one. Like not once.
This is like the more like the second, like the higher tier version of them.
Yeah.
Same company. But it's like you walk in, it's like a proper ryokan. You walk in, you take off your shoes, store them in the locker. Everything's tatami flooring. They have a beautiful onsen in the top with outdoor bath as well. And it's cheap. It's usually like 8,000 a night.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, that's like $50 or something, right?
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
It's a really, really cool place. So whenever I visit there, they're like, okay, I'm gonna stay there. Yeah.
Well, I'll do that because I do want to take a train there sometime.
It's really easy.
Yeah, I did that for some event. I still drove, but I stayed in a hotel, so I could do like the nightlife a little bit. Because that guy, the chicken guy, is also a nice place to have drinks. It's a really nice.
Well, and what's nice is it's not a bullet train. It's not Shinkansen, so it's a lot cheaper to get out there.
Oh, it's like an express?
Yeah, it's an express. So you can either go from Shinjuku or from Nagoya. It's about the same amount of time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
That's a fun trip. Is you go like Tokyo to Matsumoto to Nagoya.
Yeah, I'll have to give that a go sometime because that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great place. I think what I like is it's not a touristy place.
Yeah. No, it's not, and it's kind of crazy because it has all the makings to be a touristy place.
It does.
It has everything you could want. There's also a fantastic wasabi farm just outside the city, and you can get real wasabi. Like if you've ever find it in like a grocery store here, it's kind of brown and old.
Yeah,
and it's like
because it only
$20.
It doesn't last very long.
It's very hard to grow as well. But if you get it there, they have these thick pieces that are bright green, really nice. Cool. I had some on an ice cream where they like grated on the ice cream. It's so good. Yeah. Very cool place to visit though.
Yeah, definitely highly recommend it. You're also really close to Hakuba from there, one of the major the biggest ski resort in the area.
Yeah.
You're I think 40 minutes away by train.
Dude, I drove to Hakuba with my mom and wife, right? Yeah. We put the dogs in a hotel. We stayed at like an Airbnb out there for a couple days. But I don't know what happened. I ended up driving through the mountains, and there was this one tunnel that was so small. I swear it was I didn't think my car would fit through it. It was like this tiny tunnel. And we parked right outside just debating if there was a possibility. There was no signage or anything, like no height limit. This thing seemed illegal. It was just like some local drilled it into the mountain or something. There's some dynamite in there.
Dude, some of the infrastructure here that they have here just fascinates me.
Yeah, because that shouldn't be legal. Because I'm sure like a lot of people I think we did it, or we ended up going around. Yeah, no, we did it, but we took it real slow.
Yeah.
It's two ways, so like only one car can fit.
Yeah, if someone's not coming what do I do?
It was short, luckily, but damn, man, that was crazy.
So yeah, I guess the two main cities, there's Matsumoto.
Yeah.
And then there's Nagano City itself.
Yeah, okay.
Have you been there?
Yes. Yeah. So there's like a very famous was a temple, right?
Zenko-ji Temple.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is the entirety of Nagano built out from that temple.
Oh,
so Nagano City, well, it like the temple was the main, and it kind of grew from that into becoming a major city.
Yeah.
Over time and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite temples in Japan.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
It's all well preserved, and you can
it really is.
You can go like in the main temple there. You can go down, and they have like I think some places have this as well, but like you go down into basically underneath the temple, and it's like pitch black, and you're just holding a railing as you're going through, just
I don't think I did
completely
that.
denied of senses. It's kind of an interesting experience.
There was a place like that in Kyushu where the shrine's in a cave in a mountain.
Okay.
And it's like, there's just some candles or something at some point, but you go through some darkness for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's neat. Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
And they have like another room where you can push. They have this giant rotating box in the middle, and I guess it has all the scriptures of Buddhism in it.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can it weighs like several tons.
Is it one of those ones you're pushing it around in a circle?
Push it around in a circle.
I did that in Koyasan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same idea.
Yeah. We got some funny video. It looks like those old movies where someone's like operating a machine. They've got the people like whipping down. They're like, go.
Yeah.
That was so funny. But yeah, I definitely been. I guess it was the same principle. That's neat.
But Nagano's interesting. Like the city itself, it was built up from the temple, but it was also more recently developed when they had the Olympics in was it in 88? In 1998. They hosted the Winter Olympics in Nagano.
Yeah.
And that's when they expanded the Shinkansen up through there.
It's probably the first time I ever heard of Nagano, actually.
Same as well, yeah. When I was in school, we had a lesson about the Nagano Olympics. I'm like, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Nagano. The teachers probably pronounced it horribly wrong, too.
Yeah, probably.
I did a video with a friend there, and he always calls it Egg Nagano.
Nagano.
And that sticks in my head.
It's a good way to remember it.
Yeah, Egg Nagano.
Yeah. But again, like Matsumoto, it's also just in a valley surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
You can, I went up there with a buddy of mine. I just rented a car for the day. We just drove up through the mountains in the middle of autumn. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
A bunch of like secluded temples and towns
There's so
just
much
like
stuff.
dotted around. It's a really, really cool place. Small city, but actually surprisingly decent nightlife.
Yeah. I mean, Nagano City in general.
Nagano City in general, yeah.
I haven't been able to really. I did Matsumoto a few times, like nightlife.
Yeah.
And that's great. There's just so much where the chicken place was. It's a lot of other shops.
Yeah.
Nagano City, I'm not sure I got to experience that. Is there like a strip somewhere or Shoten?
It's basically like the station front area.
Oh, okay.
It's basically between the station front and Zenko-ji Temple. It's maybe like 2 kilometers.
I think I just passed by it. I didn't get to like enjoy that.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I'll have to check it out.
A couple streets they're dotted with like restaurants and
stuff.
stuff.
I love those. Those are the best.
But yeah, really, when you go to Nagano, you're really going for the nature.
Oh yeah.
We were talking earlier about Narai-juku. Was one of the towns.
Yeah. So that's like so far out, it's almost getting into other prefectures and stuff. But I went there 2 years ago with Shoko and the dogs, and it's one of these many old streets with like really old school wooden buildings lining it that look gorgeous. And of course they're a bit more touristy, but not the way Kyoto is. Like obviously they've got gift shops and they've got, these soba restaurants and stuff. Like one of them said, we don't do dietary adjustments. They're obviously getting foreign tourists. But it's out there in the mountains. There's rivers running by. It's gorgeous. You get a feeling you're in old Japan, and there's this beautiful bridge that just that goes over the river. The design of it is so nice. I'll post it here, but yeah, it was breathtaking.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, it was part of. I was looking this up. It's part of the Nakasendo Trail.
So right. I didn't even know that when I was there, though.
Yeah.
I always forget. I've probably been all along it, but don't know.
It's so you have like the Nakasendo Trail and then the Tokaido. So Tokaido's like the route where the Shinkansen follows.
Yeah.
But it's one of the like I guess ancient like highways through Japan.
Yeah.
So in the Edo era, have you heard of Sankin Kotai?
No. It sounds like a special attack.
It should. Yeah, it is. It is basically a special attack. So half of the lords would basically, all the lords had to maintain a residence in their domain and in Edo.
Okay.
Half the lords would have to move to Edo for a period of time, and then move back, and then basically switch.
Yeah, you know what that. Yeah,
and
I didn't know about that, but it's funny after you say it.
The shogun would basically you would leave your family and your heirs in Edo.
Yeah,
basically as a political hostage for the shogun to maintain your loyalty.
So, you better come back.
So because all these lords are spending so much money and so many resources because they have to go in huge procession with all their samurai and everything. So they're spending all of this money and all of this time and effort to keep going back and forth. They can't mount any like opposition, any resistance, any revolution.
That's so smart.
It's brilliant.
Wait, the reason I was laughing when you were saying it is, and like I said, I've never heard of this before, but like, was it Tenshoku? Like, basically, that still exists today.
Kind of.
Kind of, where like workers will be put, and this happened to Shoko's dad too, gets transferred to different cities. And quite often, like for 3 years, 5 years, to share your knowledge, like with big companies and
super
stuff.
Common.
You could have it happen several times in your life. And sometimes when you have the kids already in their school and you know, rooted and like all set, then the dad would just go.
Yeah.
And technically, the company, I guess, has the family hostage.
Dude, I couldn't imagine doing that, but it's super common.
Yeah, Shoko moved maybe 4 times when she was a kid, because that's just how. I don't know if it's as common now. I still meet people who are like doing it. They're like,
I mean,
I'm here.
It's common for us. My old manager just moved to the U.S.
Oh, okay.
for like a 2 to 3 year assignment, and his family stays here.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So, but like, it's acceptable. Like, an American typically wouldn't do that. We'd be like, "Bye, wife and kids. I'll be back in 3 to 5 years."
No.
But it is acceptable here. It's not. I'm sure they're not happy about it, but they make it work, and it's fine. Yeah. Some people are probably happy about it.
Depends.
Oh no, I don't have any responsibilities. I guess I'm just gonna go party all the time with my coworkers. No, but I imagine it is tough. But there's sorry to interrupt you, but there's a lot of work culture things and life culture things that really date back to some of the old samurai era 100%. Stuff. So that's why I was like, oh my god, it's still happening. Kind of.
You know, like,
can't mount an opposition if you go to always transferred.
If you go to like a old school like work dinner, right?
Yeah.
The izakaya. You know how everybody's supposed to be seated in a specific place, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
So the highest ranking person, they're supposed to cut kind of like in the back corner away from the door.
Yeah.
You know why, right?
Yeah.
Because when your enemies would come to attack, the samurai would kill all of your peasants and everybody before you before they get to the lord.
You have more time to prepare to defend yourself, and in the same reason. You have both hands on the table, often holding your bowl and eating from it and things, is so that you're not hiding a weapon or like. So having both hands out, whereas I grew up should have one hand on your lap and eat with like your other hand, be more proper.
Oh yeah, like you grow up, you get like slapped if you have your elbows.
Yes, but in Japan, like they'll have their elbows on the table, they'll be like this. It originates from people having to show their hands.
Interesting.
And so every time I go home, my mom kind of like she understands now. But at the beginning, she'd be so like, I didn't raise you like this. And I'm like, Mom, this is how it's done in Japan. Yeah, I live there now. Just please accept it. It's too hard to change now. And she does. But in the beginning, she was just staring like, why? You have your elbows and both hands on the table? Then she came here and she's, I get it. But yeah, so many things like that have worked into modern day society.
Yeah. And I like just you're able to go and like visit all these. You're able to go. There's still the old castles like Matsumoto Castle still preserved. Yeah. You're able to go and see and feel the history there.
Oh yeah.
Same with like the Nakasendo Trail. A popular thing is like people will walk from these post town to post town over the course of a few days. I think it's a couple 100 kilometers or so. But
I want to do those. I don't have the motivation.
I want to do it at some point.
But,
definitely not in the summer.
Oh no. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. No.
No, yeah.
And another place we were talking about was Ueda.
Oh man, that's all. Like it's really hard when I talk about favorite cities and people ask me all the time on stream, like, "Where's your favorite city to go?" And recently I recommended to a friend Ueda, and he was like,
"I've never been there." So
he was going to make a quick pit stop on the Shinkansen and walk around and then get back on. I told him like, go explore it, and he did it, and he's just like, you've made a new fan of Ueda.
Nice.
The castle is really nice. It's small, but it's way high up above the city. Like, it just looks nice. You get a good vantage point. You can walk through it. One of my favorite Michinoyakiya road stations is you're right on the river. Like, it's such a small thing, but like, if you're a guy, the urinals have a window. out to the mountains and the river. So so as you're like relieving yourself, you're reaching some zen as well. It's like this. The first time I went, I was like, this is amazing. Why can't all restrooms be like this? And because we'd be like staring at a wall or people would be walking by, you know, like. Yeah. But it was just like the perfect spot. And there's a mountain with a massive hole in it that has like legends about dragons or monsters that carve. It's a really unique hole on the side of it, not like a volcano or something. And so and a beautiful hot spring town that was part inspiration for Spirit Away, along with what we'll be talking next podcast, was also an inspiration. Cool. But just the fact that there's a million things in this town, that's such a small town compared to the rest that we were talking about.
Yeah. That's kind of why I like Nagano so much. Is it just has so much to offer, and it's got a huge variety of stuff too. You've got the cities, you got all the mountains, nature, everything. It's just super, super nice.
Oh yeah.
Have you done the Tateyama Alpine route?
Oh, you're talking about the snow thing, right?
Yeah. So it's like
the one from Mario Kart.
pretty much. It kind of it legit looks like that.
I think it is.
It's
at least inspiration. It better be.
So basically, the middle of Japan is just all huge mountains.
Yeah.
And then you got the Sea of Japan side, and then the Pacific Ocean side, and then the mountains in the middle. I think it was so I forget when they did it, but when they built the Kurobe Dam, the largest dam in Japan.
Oh, Kurobe, yeah. Is it the largest?
Yeah.
Man, Kurobe's got so many things. Like little like oldest rickety train left in running, or like longest bridge.
There's a path you can take basically from Nagano to Toyama, and it basically goes through all of these different infrastructure that they built to create the Kurobe Dam. So you start on the Nagano side, and you go through this tunnel powered by, which has you can't drive your own car. You have to go through like 5 different modes of public transportation.
Oh, right.
But there's like these old school electric trams that go through this tunnel, and that's what they were using to build it to bring people. There.
Well, that's like another Kurobe thing is like riding on those things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
and then you can walk across the dam. You can take a cable car up to the top of Mount Tateyama.
Oh, okay. I haven't done any of this.
Yeah. And then up there, there's a random hotel there.
Yeah.
And then you can walk out in like May, early May. They open it up. They open up the road. It's completely inaccessible basically in the winter.
Yeah.
And then you can see these giant, like 16, 20 meter high snow walls.
Yeah.
Just huge walls on both sides, and you see these buses driving through, and the top of the buses, the snow is still way higher than
and that's the Mario Kart place.
Yeah. It's super, super cool.
That's the thing is, I knew about the Mario Kart one first, obviously growing up with Mario Kart. So when I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, it's that level. I forget whatever the name of that level is. Yeah, I was like, it's the same place.
Like, people will be surprised just how much snow Japan gets. There's a reason it's known as like the snow country.
Yeah. Not here though, not in Saitama, but but definitely all over.
In Nagano, especially on that side, when it hits the mountain, when the cold air from Siberia hits the humid air here, it's just a recipe for just dumping snow everywhere.
Have you been to Matsumoto City in winter?
In winter, yeah.
But it wasn't so snowy, right?
It wasn't snowing.
Because I asked the chicken guy.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd love to live here one day. I really would like to live here, but I don't want to be shoveling snow all the time. And he's like, you know what? Honestly, maybe because it's the surrounding mountains kind of protected a bit. I
think that's what it is.
The snow goes out there, and we don't get that much. And I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. I think Nagano City itself is also kind of similar, where they don't get a ton of snow in the city.
Yeah.
You drive 20 minutes out, you're just like in so much snow. Yeah.
Is Suwa on there? I would or is that later?
Suwa, yeah.
It's just a really interesting small point. So Lake Suwa, you haven't been yet,
No,
right?
I haven't.
So it's a nice lake. It's not like a place that calls to you to do a lot of stuff. There's these weird, inhospitable houses that are suspended above trees that are just kind of an interesting part. To show you a picture here. The lake is nice to walk around and stuff, but the really fun fact is there's this old building, and it's like a little bit of a museum, a little bit of a hot spring. But the hot spring it's called like the 1,000-person hot spring.
Oh.
So it really technically 100-person. It's a pretty big bath it's over a meter deep, and the bottom is like these smooth rocks. It feels really nice to walk in, but you're walking around, the water's like up to here.
Yeah.
And the idea was the workers in that town would all come and like soak in that bath, they take their showers, soak in that bath, and they're like standing shoulder to shoulder, like 100 people. It's fairly big, and there's a bit of the history written there and stuff like that. But it's just a very cool building and a very unique experience. So I'd recommend that if you go out there.
You have to check it out. Because usually when I go, I'm going by train. So it's kind of hard to get to
I'm not sure
the locations. I don't know how accessible it is.
I have no idea. Probably not much, but it's not very far from, if you're by car, if you're in like Matsumoto and other places.
Nice. Yeah. I guess probably one of the more popular places people go is Karuizawa.
Oh, yeah, but that's not...
It is Nagano.
It is Nagano?
It is Nagano.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, then... I did not realize that.
Yeah.
It's so close to Gunma, and I think it gets mixed up.
I think it's like right on the border.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. That's interesting because like the white thread waterfall is have you been there? There's this waterfall, like it's really cool. I streamed it because there's a cell tower right in the little above the gift shop, and it was weird because I had no reception driving there, and then suddenly it was like bam, perfect. And somebody in the street was like, "That's definitely a cell tower." So okay, I guess they want the tourists here. You walk up this trail, this river, and there's just this complete wall going around, and water's coming out of the rocks and falling, but it doesn't look like it's coming from anywhere.
Oh, interesting.
And because it's lined that way, it looks like it's like 100 strings or something like that. It's called like, I can't remember the exact name, like shiraito, like white string waterfall, something along those lines. It'll be here in the bottom, but it's gorgeous.
Nice. Yeah, I've been to. I forget.
It's a very famous ski resort, right?
Super famous ski resort. It's in Karuizawa. The ski resort's known for being the one of the first in Japan to open up. Usually they're open by the 1st of November or something like that, and they.
Oh, is that early?
Yeah, and they just do it by having these giant, like shipping containers with refrigerators and a hose that goes out, and you'll just pumping out like artificial snow.
Yeah, so like kind of like Big Bear.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to Big Bear, but
I haven't been to Big Bear, but a lot of other resorts in Tahoe do the same thing.
Yeah. It's in California, if you guys didn't know.
It is kind of cool to go to at that time because you have like the beautiful autumn foliage and then just like one white strip of snow to ski down, which is kind of hilarious. But
no, it's cool. I've been to Karuizawa a bunch of times. I've never done it in winter, so it's something to check out.
I think a lot of people go there for that giant outlet mall.
Oh yeah, there's that. It's a series that's all over Japan. Right?
Yeah. But for whatever reason, that one's always slammed with so many people.
Yeah. I don't think I've been there then.
Yeah. The snow monkeys.
Oh,
have you seen the snow monkeys?
I haven't, but I know that they're kind of very associated with Nagano because when I talk about Nagano, people always go, "Oh, snow monkeys." I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I never seen. I've been all over Nagano. I've never seen.
Yeah, so the one
so that's where they are.
Yeah, the place there that I went to see them was in a onsen town called Yudanaka.
Oh,
so there's like Yudanaka and Shibu Onsen are like historic onsen towns.
Yeah.
You can take a really cool like sightseeing train to get there, and then go to the Jigokudani Monkey Park.
Jigokudani Valley of Hell.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
So the monkeys are little demons, I guess.
Pretty much. To see them, you pretty much will only be able to see them in peak winter.
Yeah.
When there's a lot of snow. That's when they'll like actually go inside the bath itself, the onsen itself. And just like chill.
And they're fine with people, right?
Yeah, they're fine with people, but
those ones are you're not mixing with them. You're just taking photos.
No, you don't want to go in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they poop in there.
So I can't go, or I'm advised not to go.
They may also just like rip your face off or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's their bad.
Those are two very common monkey things: rip face off and poop. Yeah.
But apparently, I guess like I guess the story behind it is one of the ryokan owners noticed them starting to come into the bath. I guess they started leaving food for them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of just fell into the bath and just like chilled in the hot water.
And that's kind of the thing about animals as we learn more over time is that they start to inherit almost an instinct.
Yeah.
Like after some generations, the monkeys in that area probably just automatically assume that a hot spring is something they're going to like. They learn from their parents, but it's like not like, what is this? But, oh, okay, this is just like normal monkey life for us.
It was just really cool to see because you're just in there like, you can walk up to the side of the bath and they're just like running around under your feet and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yelling at each other, making loud noises.
Like the one I almost ran over in Shikoku.
What?
Oh yeah. No, there were two monkeys fighting like on the hill right by on a highway, and they rolled down the hill, and one of them ended up right in the middle of my lane. And I was on my navigation trying to like figure out where I was going next. I look up, we make eye contact. The monkey's just like, frozen. And I swerved out of the way, and luckily there was no driver next to me. Otherwise, that would have been full crash. The instinct to like turn.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to check. But yeah, no, like they like to just do that kind of stuff.
They're a menace. You'll see signs at the hotels and stuff, especially in those onsen towns in Nagano, just like be like danger monkeys.
Yeah. And then you go to Hokkaido, it's like danger bears everywhere.
You see that in Honshu, man, too. Like,
yeah, it depends where you are, but definitely. Yeah.
I don't think it was in Nagano, but yeah, one of the days when I went up for skiing, like a bear was sighted. I think this was in Niigata, actually. But like a bear was sighted, like...
There's bears in Niigata?
Right, dude. Apparently a bear was sighted, like right in front of the Shinkansen station. Like in the parking lot.
Bear's like, I heard that this was a faster mode of transportation than walking or crawling.
Yeah. You see one walk through the ticket gates or something like that? Be wild.
You got a little Apple Watch with a sync on it.
Yeah.
This is an advanced bear.
Hell yeah.
They're getting smarter, guys. Watch out.
Smarter.
Start opening the lids on those bear trash cans and stuff.
Oh God!
Actually,
that was the first time I've seen those bear trash cans with the actual like physical lids that you have to pull off.
Yeah, they're complicated.
Yeah.
The first time I ever saw one was actually in San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. I did see them in California.
There's some park not far from Golden Gate, and it had like this bear trash can. I was like, do we get bears here? I guess California has a lot of bears. It's our flag's logo. It's the California bear.
Yeah. Which I think that California brown bear is like extinct.
Is it?
Or it's in danger. Or it's really in danger.
It's all over our flag. So we kept it alive in spirit.
The pride.
It's important. Yeah. Why? It's not a grizzly bear then, I guess.
I think it is a grizzly bear.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, but that's like a variety.
Like the California grizzly or something like that.
Yeah. There's still lots of grizzlies though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great name. Grizzly.
But yeah, I mean, Nagano's great. It's good in every season, I think.
Yeah.
You said you haven't really gone in winter, right?
No.
Yeah. You don't want to drive.
I agreed with you, but I haven't been. I don't like driving in the snow. I've done it. But that doesn't mean I can't take a train out there in winter. I just I'm less motivated to travel without the car because I'm typically traveling with Stream or with my family, and when we travel with the dogs, it's so much easier to have the car.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I do want to make some train trips. Yeah, especially to Matsumoto. It would be really cool.
It's surprisingly so. Nagano's so interesting. It's surprisingly easy and difficult to get around, just because of all the mountains.
Oh yeah,
it can take a while.
It takes time.
Anyway, however you do it to get from place to place.
I remember going from Nagano City to Matsumoto took a decent amount of time. Yeah, considering geography wise, it shouldn't have. I mean, like distance wise.
No, but you have to go through all these mountain passes.
Yeah. That's what takes the time.
I think it's like an hour and a half ish by train.
Yeah, between the two. Yeah, like that, and that's kind of like why I like having the car. Yeah, it'll be like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that.
But yeah, anything else?
Well, I did do a video there, and I have a lot of content I filmed that I need to make a video, but it's a really interesting place. It's called Matsushiro Underground Imperial Headquarters. So in World War II, when it was becoming possible that Japan might be invaded, having everybody in Tokyo, which was also being bombed a lot at the time, is quite dangerous. Right. So they needed to find a place that they could have like to hide people so they'd be safe from bombings and stuff, but they could still run the country. And so they found this place, Matsushiro in Nagano. It's quite out there. It has very wide flat areas for landing strips, but the mountain was quite interesting though. The material is very hard. They could dig through it and they can blow it up inside and stuff, but it was very strong on the top. Like, so,
interesting.
So it would withstand bombings quite well and also hide. They'd be able to hide them. And they had created a pretty vast series of tunnels, but then the war ended, so they kind of just never used it. But it was like I've been in it.
So you can actually go inside.
Yeah, you can go inside. There's a lot of places that are fenced off, but you can go through the main route. And I went there so this says I guess the winter time I went, but I went there in like February, and there's snow everywhere. But by the end, I went there with a buddy, and by the time we were as deep as we could go, the humidity and heat were unreal. Like we were wearing like winter stuff, but it had its own atmosphere inside.
Oh, weird.
And it was quite unique. We were the only ones there too, because it was like 2020 or 2021. So it's definitely a place to check out.
That's cool. How did you get there?
I drove. I don't know if there's even a train way to get out there. It's such a small area. Like there's, it's highly residential.
Or
no, it's
they're just like out in the middle.
It's kind of out there.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it's actually, I think, the Nagano IC, oddly enough.
Oh,
like getting off the highway. Yeah. I don't remember seeing any trains anywhere.
Yeah.
There's like a cool shrine built into a hill, so you can go up and look out. And there's another one nearby. It's a very nice place. Like I would definitely recommend checking it out if you had a car.
Yeah. We didn't have we had one Q&A from travel for this one.
Sure.
Which was about like have we been to the region for skiing, snowboarding? I've gone a bunch.
Yeah.
I think you haven't, right? And also, how does it compare to Hokkaido? So yeah, I mean, we mentioned earlier like a lot of Nagano and a lot of the infrastructure was built up for the Winter Olympics.
Right. Has that been maintained and updated, or is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's the same Shinkansen that you take to get to like Kanazawa and Fukui.
Okay.
It all passes. It started with Nagano and then they extended it past Nagano.
Yeah. Did you see? It's very off topic, but did you see that they're starting like an overnight train between
I saw
bullet
that.
train?
I didn't understand what that's about.
Yeah, because I was just joking on like the last podcast, or maybe it was a stream of how the movie Bullet Train was an overnight train from Tokyo to Osaka, and we all laughed. We're like, that doesn't exist, and now it will. So
yeah, I couldn't understand if it's a bullet train or if it's like a
2 hour
conventional line.
It looked like it's bullet train, but it seemed like it was, but it's a 2.5 hour trip. So maybe they just offer several throughout the night.
I guess.
So I don't know. I guess we'll learn more about it as they announce it. But
because there still is that like Sunrise Express.
Oh yeah. It goes to like
Takamatsu and
is that the Tottori one?
Shimane, but like Izumo.
Izumo's such a great place. I'm excited for Shimane just to talk.
I need to get so. Before we do that episode, I want to take that. I want to take that train to Izumo.
Dude, let me know. I would take that with you.
It's just a pain in the ass to get tickets.
Yeah. Well, I would do that.
Yeah,
I would do that.
I'll have to try it. That's one of the. That's I think the only sleeper train right now that runs.
I mean, I'm happy. I don't even need to stream it. Like I just like to do it I could film it. I could do it for the experience. It'd be really great. Before they stop it, they had some sleeper trains when I moved here, and then they stopped them shortly after. And I was kind of bummed I didn't give them a go. I didn't know they were going to shut them down.
Yeah. But back to skiing.
Yeah.
I mean,
ADHD is strong.
The comparing sort of Honshu versus Hokkaido snow. Honshu tends to be a little warmer and wetter snow.
Honshu's like the main
island
of the 4 main islands. That's where almost everything that you'll see will be like, that you'll visit if you come to Japan will almost certainly be in Honshu.
But you'd be surprised that I think a lot of places in Honshu a lot of times will get more volume of snow than Hokkaido will.
Oh, you mean like on average?
Yeah.
Then like, whereas Hokkaido might be like this week is crazy and then this week's not as much.
I'm pretty sure Aomori is the snowiest place in the world.
In the world?
I think so.
I met a snowboarder from New Zealand who lives in Japan primarily because he finds it he loves snowboarding.
Well, so maybe
that's one reason.
That's such an interesting thing with like the ski resorts here is like so Hakuba, for example. Shout out to one of my favorite bars, Refuel. It's in Hakuba. But a lot of the businesses in that town were built up for tourists coming to go do skiing, especially from Australia.
Yeah.
So a lot of the businesses are run by Australians. A lot of like the hotels and stuff were built up by Australians, and it's very common where people will come to Japan from Australia on like working holiday, and then they'll just be in like Hakuba or one of the ski towns for the entire winter, and just work there. Run the lifts and everything.
I think this guy did that. He mainly did that kind of
stuff. A
lot
of people stay.
Yeah.
They'll like marry someone here. One of the guys that hosted my buddies last time, we were in
I think that's exactly what this guy did.
Yeah. So one of my favorite ski towns is Nozawa Onsen.
Yeah.
It's also in Nagano, and it's like a historic old onsen town. Bunch of like cool, like old buildings, nice vibe.
Yeah.
Very chill. And then it's right next to the ski resort. So when my friends were visiting this past season, we got a room at a guest house there.
I hear that's like one of the best ways to do it.
It was great. So the husband was I believe he was from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And his wife's Japanese.
Yep.
And they just run this place. They have like a bakery and pizza restaurant on the bottom floor.
That's cool.
And they just live upstairs.
Yeah.
And they're just there the whole time with you. Like
they must. I mean, that's a fun life. Yeah.
It is cool.
Especially because you're not really doing that necessarily year round, or you might, but it's not like
he lives there year round.
But I mean, like, he could probably make enough. You
make enough in those 2 months, 3 months to
and then you maybe have a couple guests in the off season that might want to just come go hiking or something. But you work really hard for 2 months and then have it lighter for the rest. That's pretty cool.
Those are like retirement goals.
Yeah, seriously. I've said this many times that I don't want to stop working when I retire. I feel like I want to interact with people. So I'd love to do something kind of like that, guest house or a little bar or cafe or something, just for fun, Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what I like. I don't want to do the corporate job my whole life,
Yeah, no, and so many people I've met in Japan at like, in the middle of nowhere guest resort place in Izu. Was this salary man who just decided he went there and he built it up on his vacations.
Yeah.
And then him and his wife just kind of run like that. They cook dinner every night and breakfast.
Yeah.
And there's like 6 cottages and that's how they live their life. Has its own beach area and stuff. But I've a couple restaurants I've been through in Japan too. Same thing. Dude, guy quits being a salary man, becomes an udon master and opens a shop in Noto.
Yeah. But I've noticed, so like a lot of these like ski resorts and ski towns, you can tell they were built up during the bubble era.
Oh yeah.
And you go through them and it's kind of sad in a lot of ways where there's like a hotel that charges several thousand USD a night.
Yeah.
And then next to it, there's like 5 abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed actually over these last few years is there's kind of been a revitalization in a lot of those.
Oh, it's probably the increase in tourism has increased the demand. And
it's actually been visible like season over season. I see new places pop up.
See, why don't they talk about that when they're talking about like there's too many tourists? Why don't they be like, well, now
it is unfortunately kind of isolated for now to the most popular
because
like areas, but I've noticed in some of the smaller ones, like one of the sort of hidden gem mountains that I like is called Matarao. It's kind of in between Nagano and Niigata.
That doesn't even sound Japanese.
I don't know it's
no, I mean it is
Japanese,
but it sounds like some of the language. Matarao.
But that one in particular, I've noticed a huge influx of new businesses popping in and sort of revitalization.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's cool to see because, you mentioned the bubble era. I didn't really know much about Japan's bubble era, but just to let viewers or listeners know, it was in the 80s, right?
80s.
Basically, there was so much money in Japan that people could do anything they wanted, and resorts and these gorgeous like oceanside hotels and everything opened up across the country. People had so much money they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
You'd if you got a taxi, people take taxis everywhere. You would give the taxi driver a tip for the ride back for the same amount of money because you just had that much money.
Yeah.
Here's an extra 100 to get you back. Like, it was a different era, but now you see as you travel Japan in these countryside areas, you'll see it in Nagano just like you see anywhere else, is abandoned places that look like they would have been really cool in that era.
I know. It would have been wild to live through that and just
oh my God. Yeah. Like when people say like, if you could go back to a time, and try
1980s Japan.
Yeah, exactly. 1980s, the US was actually really cool too.
Yeah.
80s was just great for a lot of reasons, but 80s Japan would have been unreal to be
unreal. Yeah. And that's why I love still like I'm kind of happy that sort of city pop is made a comeback, especially like overseas.
Yeah.
And then just like looking through like some of those music videos, you see like the old school like 80s Japan kind of. I think it's just cool to see.
If you want to find my house, just drive through the city until you hear my neighbor blasting city pop. Instead of doing his laugh now, he just blasts city pop all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually less annoying.
That's good.
Yeah, it's better than the all day long. but yeah, that's how you can find this house.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've just doxed myself. You can imagine someone doing that, like,
That's
and just like they got those like listening things on,
Yeah.
like the
He's got
the CIA,
like, the horn,
yeah,
like in his,
the old school horn,
old school horn, you know, plugged in there.
I think I hear some city pop.
Yeah, definitely recommend visiting Nagano, even in the summer. You don't have to visit in the winter; visit in the summer.
Yeah,
but if you go in the winter, definitly try skiing.
Yeah, and I've only done
you out there.
I'm a snowboarder, and I've only done it once in Japan, and I need to do it again.
Yeah,
so I will slowly get my way back in there. And once you convince me once, I'm sure it'll be like a normal thing.
I'll book the house now.
Wait, what do you mean book the house?
We'll get a group. We'll get like a group of like 10 people.
Get
a house near one of the resorts.
Yeah.
House. Do it old school.
See that I could even do that, and then just like. But you see, if I'm doing all that, I'd still want to snowboard. It's been a long time.
For sure.
I haven't snowboarded in since 17 years. The last time I went snowboarding was before I met my wife, so that's how long ago it was. Not that she has any opposition, I just haven't done it.
You got it. You'll remember how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I skateboarded my whole life.
You just slide down on your butt.
Snowboarded easy. A lot. Yeah. I don't think it would be a problem to do it. Just for me, it's like. It's hard to. I don't skate. I barely do that anymore. You see my longboard when you come in here, right? Like I used to do that all the time when I first came to Japan, and I don't know. It's not like I feel too old or anything. I just don't. I'm not feeling the call to it like I used to.
Yeah.
So give it like 10 years, you'll feel the same. Maybe, I don't know.
No, man, I want to be like, dude, when I grow old, man, I want to be like those 80-year-old like Japanese dudes, just like shredding the mountain.
Well, maybe, but
it's totally a thing.
Well, I gotta tell you, like you turn 40 and you hurt your back, like reaching up for an item on a shelf. So you start thinking like maybe I shouldn't be skateboarding down a hill at high speed.
Goals. Yeah,
I just gotta stretch more. I think that's I think
that's the big.
That's what I gotta do.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to cover for Nagano?
No, but I think part of that question that Travel asked too was like, which one was better, or did he? Was that? Well, I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah,
from your perspective, if you had to choose, and every factor can go in. Like maybe Hokkaido's better, but it's a lot farther and more expensive to get to.
Well, I think that's actually probably the best way to do it. Yeah, no, like actually,
you said it's a lot of powder up there, right?
It is.
If you get it the right time.
The mountains in Hokkaido are amazing.
Yeah,
the quality of the snow is unmatched.
Okay.
But I kind of feel like the vibe in Nagano is better at the ski resorts.
Oh, okay. So you're talking like outside of the actual skiing.
Because
it's just a nicer place to be.
So Japan's interesting in that there's not a lot of these resorts are attached. A lot of the ski areas are sort of attached just to a hotel.
Oh, okay.
And there's nothing really around there. There's no like ski town kind of vibe.
Yeah. So when I was around Yote, it was September, but yeah, there's just like a couple of hotels and there was like a couple shops.
Yeah, there's not a lot. So in Hokkaido, like the main one is Niseko.
Is that where I was? Is that close to Yote?
It's right next to Yote.
Okay, so I drove through that area.
Yeah,
there's just hotels. That's it, and like a
so
little.
So Niseko's probably in the winter. Oh, so in the summer, a lot of these places are closed. They're very seasonal businesses.
It was pretty dead.
In the winter, it is a really cool ski town, but it's so expensive.
Yeah,
you're paying U.S. prices for food. You're paying several $1,000s a night for the cheapest hotels. It's not worth it anymore.
Wow. Yeah. Would you say that's in part because with the influx of tourists, tourists see Hokkaido as the place to go? They're not even looking.
Oh, 100%.
A lot of these tourists are like, oh, well, the Hokkaido is snowy. That's where I'm going. And they don't think that I can go to Nagano or when I went snowboarding, it was in Fukushima. So like they don't consider that. It was a great mountain.
So Nagano, what I like is it still has more of the old school identity, more Japanese identity, cool. Actually.
Yeah, that's nice.
So there's more opportunities to stay at like an old school ryokan.
Yeah.
Where you got a futon on the tatami mat floor.
Is it
the shower is just the onsen.
Yeah. Is it the kind where they somebody comes in and sets the futon up for you and then like put it away and then set up the breakfast or whatever?
Depends. Yeah.
There's like those
if you pay for that,
yeah. Those are interesting.
Yeah.
Like you choose a time They come. You have to wake up. They come and like fold all the bed sheet stuff, put it away. It depends on how the size of the room is.
What I like with some of those too is
those are neat.
Some of them are right on the side of the mountain, so you can literally ski out from them. And even if you're not staying there,
good morning.
you can, and even if you're not staying there, you can go there for lunch. So you can ski in, drop your stuff off, and
that's so
walk
cool.
in, and they have like you can get like ramen or like fresh curry and stuff.
Yeah, that's
prepared
great.
by the owners. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's good.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah. I would recommend like, especially if you're more budget conscious, Nagano for sure.
Yeah, the distance. I mean, you're going to be taking an airplane at least if you're going to Hokkaido, most likely, or a very expensive ferry, or a very expensive train.
You can take a bus from Tokyo to
shoot. I didn't even know that
the
was
ski resorts. Yeah.
There's also ferries, but they take some time, right?
Yeah, ferries take time,
but they have hot springs, right? I heard.
Dude,
did you tell me that?
So I did. Yeah, well, I did one from. We'll have to talk about this on the Hokkaido episode.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I did a ferry from Otaru to Niigata in the winter. It was miserable. Absolutely miserable.
You said, I remember you telling me it was really choppy.
Yeah, it was like stormy. The seas were really choppy. We were seasick for like 3 days.
Oh damn!
I went into the onsen on the roof of the ship, and it was just like I'm in a wave pool, just going back and forth, back and forth.
Do you get seasick easily, or do you take medicine for seasickness?
No.
I have like zero seasickness.
Yeah,
I'm a child of the ocean.
I usually don't get seasick, and I got seasick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, well, so maybe I would too.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, our next podcast will be about Ehime and Shikoku.
Yeah.
And saying that now, most people listening or watching this probably have no idea where that is.
That's why I'm excited about it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because it's a good place.
Yeah, I visited once. And I need to go back.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Whether you're watching or listening, we appreciate your time and hope you're enjoying this. Let us know in the comments if you guys have been to Nagano or if you plan to go to Nagano after hearing some of the cool stuff that they have there. I think for the most part, I always get people coming into my stream asking like, what's a place you'd recommend? I don't want to just go to the Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima. Yeah. And I'm telling them places like Kanazawa, and I don't recommend Nagano enough. And I after doing this episode, I actually will.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
See you on the next one.
See ya.